You know, when we think about reality, we usually mean everything out there, right? The physical world. But what if there's another world just as real, just as important, that's happening inside your own head? Today, we're going to dive into that exact idea, looking at it through the eyes of psychiatrist Carl Jung.
So let's just jump right in with a huge question. What actually makes you you? I mean, are you just a collection of your experiences, a product of how you were raised, or is there something else going on, something deeper?
To get to the bottom of that, we're going to look at what Carl Jung had to say. He believed that when you look at a person from the outside, what you're seeing is basically the result of two major forces shaping them. Okay, so the first one is, well, it's the obvious one, right? It's your environment, everything from your family to your culture to the things that happen to you. But Jung says, hold on, that's only half the picture. The other half is something you're born with. This second condition, for Jung, is absolutely crucial. It's the character you have from the get-go. He called it a definite mixture of genes that are there from day one. You know, it's what gives even a tiny baby a unique personality. It's the fundamental, raw material of who you are. So you take your environment and you mix it with your innate nature, and boom, that's the you that everyone else sees and interacts with. But, and this is a big but, that's just the beginning of the story.
This is where things get really wild with Jung, because looking at yourself from the inside, that's a whole different ballgame. Let's flip the script and see what he meant.
Okay, so when you turn your focus inward, you're not going to find a world of solid physical things. Jung said you find something completely different, a totally unique kind of landscape, an inner world that plays by its own set of rules.
Just think about it. In the outside world, we see concrete things. You know, people, houses, the sky. Stuff we can all point to and pretty much agree on what it is. But what about when you look inside? According to Jung, what you see is a constant flow of moving images. It's almost like you have a movie theater in your mind, always playing scenes, memories, thoughts, and daydreams.
And Jung had a very specific name for this whole inner world of images. He called them fantasies. Now, I know what you're thinking. Fantasies aren't real, but hang on. For Jung, this was just a technical term. It doesn't mean made-up nonsense. It's the word for the very real, very active life of your psyche. And this, right here, brings us to Jung's most radical and honestly game-changing idea. We all have this habit of waving away our daydreams and our inner worlds as just in our head, not real. Jung's take on that? Nope, absolutely not.
He says it so clearly. These inner fantasies are facts. They are just as much a part of your reality as the chair you're sitting on.
So here's the key takeaway. A house is an external fact. The sky is an external fact. But your daydreams, those moving images, your fantasies, those are internal facts. It's not that one is more real than the other. They're just different kinds of reality that you are experiencing all the time.
Okay, so why is this so important? Why should we even care if our fantasies are facts? What does that actually change for us?
Well, it matters because it means your inner life isn't just random noise, right? It's not some distraction. It's a real, factual part of who you are. And it's just as important as your job or where you live. This inner reality isn't just sitting there. It's actively shaping your mood, your choices, your entire personality. If you ignore it, it's kind of like trying to find your way using only half a map.
So you see, you're not just a simple product of your genes and your environment. Your full identity is this incredible mix of two powerful realities, the physical, objective world outside and the equally factual, subjective world of images inside. And that kind of leaves us with this one last pretty mind-bending thought. If you start to treat your inner world not as just some daydream, but as a real place, a place that deserves your attention and exploration, what do you think you might find out about who you really are?